Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. I'm happy to have you all. Please come into this tarot reading with an open heart and an open mind. Take only what resonates and release the rest. Please do trust your own intuition above all else. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's set the intention to get you some clear, helpful, insightful messages wherever you're at on your spiritual path. We're doing a who's coming in reading. We are going to talk about money probably about halfway through, so stick around for both. And this is really who or what's coming in. Right around Valentine's Day, though, so let's be honest. We're probably going to get love messages. Let's see. For Taurus, who or what's coming in? Who or what is coming in for Taurus? All right. Ooh, all right. Someone's got big plans to bring in like manifestations into reality. Someone is just trying to like acquire their 10 of Cups. It's coming up in their plans. Like, I think someone has big plans, but there's a little bit of fear coming into this. Because I think they're fearing that you're going to reject them with the Three of Swords. I read this sort of as like fire energy, earth energy, air energy. Like, what are we thinking? And I think someone is maybe wanting to make an offer to you or try and maybe revisit something or go back to a conversation that maybe there was previously like a disappointment about or differing opinions, because yeah, it's like their plans are the 10 of Cups. So it's like they have very big plans. They see future happiness in some capacity, but yeah, they're coming through as either indecisive or needing to think things through. So what are they feeling? What is this person feeling? These are not my most romantic, sexy cards. I have to be honest. I do like the 10 of Cups. This might not be someone that you're dating. This could be somebody you already live with, you're already romantically involved with. And so maybe you're kind of past like the honeymoon stage of a relationship. If that's the case, maybe you kind of maybe this is like wanting to get the zhuzh back, wanting to get the magic back into a relationship. But there may have been arguments or disputes or fights or disagreements recently where someone's left feeling kind of isolated or kind of tail between the legs, maybe feeling guilty, like they shouldn't have said that thing or done that thing. I'm kind of getting with this. Someone's in the doghouse with you, Taurus. And again, it won't be everyone's message. We'll try and read for new love too if we have time. But yeah, I don't know. This doesn't feel new to me. This feels like we need to fix something that went wrong. What is this person feeling? What's coming up in the emotional sector? Yeah, this person is thinking about something that was disappointing. Yeah, okay, so Knight of Cups. Love that that's coming up in the emotions. So they do have two very strong cards of emotions and wanting happiness with you, but potentially wanting to make offers. I think they're wanting to fix this and move forward. It's almost like we've reached some sort of obstacle and it's going to take a little bit more effort to get over it this time. And I don't mean that in a lighter sense of, just get over it. It's like, no, we actually have to kind of, meeting of the minds and actually discuss what went wrong or what happened. But to do that, it's almost like we do kind of have to poke the bear or, open the wound again, because we actually have to discuss what went down. We have to fix it. It's funny, somebody here might even be having surgery. I don't know why I got that. It's when I said open the wound, something about that. That's a confirmation for like one or two of you, but the emotions are there. This could also be something too, where if this is new love, you probably don't know who this person is. I get the sense that there's like long-held feelings for you, Taurus. I don't know why I just split the deck. That felt that, yeah, you don't see this coming. I never do that in a reading, and I was like, why am I splitting the deck? That's why, because you have the King of Cups coming in. You might not see this coming because this almost feels like a coworker or a friend of a friend or someone who's already in your circle or kind of in the fringes. I'll put it that way. And they may have had long-held emotions for you, long-held feelings that they haven't actually expressed to you, but they may actually be getting the sense that you're already with someone, and maybe you are. Or they have it in their mind that what you want isn't, like, they don't have enough to offer, or like they don't have enough to offer you, is sort of what I'm getting from this. So yeah, your King of Cups is contemplating. It's like they have to sleep on it. They have to figure out their approach, or I don't want to use the word strategy because that sounds like manipulative, like psychological manipulation. It's not that. It's like, I think this person doesn't necessarily always trust themselves to deliver the goods. I think this person has a little bit of self-esteem or self-worth issues. And I think they hold you in very high regard. I think they want to give you all the bells and whistles, and they're at a point where it's like they don't know if they can, or if they do step forward and kind of speak their truth. I think their biggest fear is that you're going to reject them, and so all that time was wasted. But, you know, if this is a cross-watcher reading, right, just to offer the alternative perspective, okay, so you don't come forward with your feelings for Taurus, right? And then you're stuck thinking about it for another 5 years. Like, that's not healthy either. So, like, I'm always going to say this, like, I think there's balance, right? Sometimes we have to get to a good place ourselves, but ultimately, sometimes we just need to know the answer. Then we don't always get clarity, right? You know, it's great to have that expectation or that hope, that desire, but sometimes, you know, expectation versus reality, right? You know, someone's either coming out from the cold, again, something about feeling like they're put in the doghouse, or someone is mustering up the strength and the courage to tell you how they feel despite the odds or obstacles. So for some of you, it's because maybe you're kind of dating socially, maybe this is a friend of yours and you've kind of told them like, yeah, like I'm on the apps and I met this great person, and they're just like, oh no, like, because they don't want you to get away. That's very much what I get from this. Interesting. All right. There's a couple storylines coming through, so I'm not sure we're going to get clarity, but we'll try for it. So where is Taurus? And in regards to this energy, if something I said here resonates with Taurus, though again, I would be open to the dark horse showing up for you guys. I think there's something that you don't see coming here. I just get that very much. Where is Taurus at? All right, so you're feeling confident, you're feeling sassy, you're feeling powerful with the King of Wands. I want to say Libra had that same card there, and I think I called it the Queen of Wands, and I was like, oh, darn it. That's going to offend somebody in the comments. Anyway, moving on. All right, here we go. So what are your plans? You may be focused on a King of Wands, too. Possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. It's like, I'm hearing smooth operator. You may have a crush on someone who's very confident, and again, very like sparkly, charismatic, witty, fun, life of the party, or there may even be like a subtle King of Wands. It's like they don't come into the room like announcing themselves, but they immediately just command the attention of the room by just simply being themselves. There's somebody, they're a power player. They walk into a room and people notice. I am getting very masculine energy, so whether you Taurus are male or female, there is something about having a crush on a fire sign here. Not to say this couldn't be your fire sign, but I'm just going to be completely transparent. I don't think this is. I think these are two different people showing up. So coming up in your energy, the Hermit always shines his lantern on what we're meant to focus on, where the source of wisdom is. So I'm going to say this. For some of you, if your best friend is a fire sign, or again, someone who kind of matches the energy I'm giving you, it's like fairly confident, sassy, creative, they have some pizzazz, work hard, play hard type person, your friend may give you some really good guidance, because I have a feeling your friend is a little bit psychic. I think your friend knows that there's someone who's holding out for you. Your friend, this is so interesting. Ooh, this is getting juicy. Your friend may have even laid the foundation to this person who has these long-held feelings for you, and not in a manipulative, strategic way. Just like this, you have a friend who's playing matchmaker, but they haven't told you this yet. They're just like, I don't know if you know this person, but blah 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 blah. And I feel like your friend is putting in a good word to you for this person, or vice versa. They told this person, Taurus actually isn't dating anyone seriously yet. Like, I feel like your friend is encouraging this person, like, make a move. Like, you guys would be really good together. Like, that's what I'm hearing. You do have like earthy, watery energy here. So in theory, this could be something quite compatible. So coming up in your mind is the Hermit, or I'm sorry, your plans, really. This is like the earthy energy. So you do have an earth card here, which I do like. Slow and steady to approach things. You may be focused on education or studies right now, learning something, taking a class. You may just be doing a lot of reading or writing or something, reading up on spirituality, watching tarot readings, for instance, right? Yeah, with the Hermit, there's kind of an independent energy. It's also possible when the Hermit comes up in your plans, you might not be looking to settle down with anyone immediately. You might be keeping your options open, because here's the thing, you may have warmth, or you may have love in your heart or passion in your heart for a King of Wands, but what's interesting is, like, I'm not sure the King of Wands is looking at you here. Let's keep going. So what's going on in Taurus's mind here? The mental sector, what are they either thinking or communicating? You're looking back to the past. Yeah, you have confusion about some sort of connection here. Again, if this is a storyline of people who are together and need to let the dust settle and revisit a conversation that took place in the past because it's a little bit awkward, then yeah, that story is coming through here again. In terms of your plans, though, this person wants to fix it much sooner and get back to like, yeah, let's be happy, let's reunite, let's get back to the place we were. You seem to be the one who's a little bit more like, no, like you're giving them the cold shoulder. You're not ready to break bread with this person again. So again, maybe this is someone you dated in the past. Like, oh my God, of all the storylines, Taurus, you have like 5 different things going on here. I kind of have to pick a storyline and go with it. There's too many scenarios going on here for me as a reader, but anyway. What is Taurus feeling? What's going on in their heart space? Who or what are they holding love for in their heart that's really taking the spotlight? What's taking the light? Okay, so again, fire energy. Yeah, fire energy, and possibly the father or mother of your children too. Again, if this is like a family where the parents are fighting, or you're probably one of the parents if that's the scenario. Yeah, it's like the person you're already married to is the one you're focusing on. Now, not all of you are married, right? Others of you, I think there could be a fun date with a fire sign. In fact, there may have already, okay, here's what I'm getting. You may have already gone out with a fire sign, or again, the charismatic, swoony, big boss energy, male, female, doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be a fire sign. I think with the Virgo energy, or the Hermit energy rather, some of you're not with this person currently and you're really confused as to why, or you have a lot of reservations too. It's like you see potential in them. You're wanting to shine the light on them and revisit a conversation or go on another date. And you're like in your feeling sector, you were at one point very excited about that. Again, they're sexy. There's very like sexy energy here. But I also wonder, are they single, or do they have, I don't want to say wandering eyes, because I don't think if that's the case, you guys were necessarily committed. But yeah, like the King of Wands is not looking at the rest of these. Like these 2 cards, which are very much kind of showing up for me in terms of like your energy, you seem to be looking at someone else who has turned their shoulder or turned their back to you. So that's going on in a couple places. I also think this person who you may or may not know about, that's like fantasizing and dreaming about you and wanting to make love offers and go out with you, for some of you, like this one knows that the King of Wands exists in your life. And I think that's why it's like they're on the fence about making an offer, because you're not necessarily attached to this person in the long term. They're just like, I heard Taurus went on a date with this person. Like, I wonder if it took off. I wonder if they're still together. I wonder if Taurus is single. Like there's a lot of question marks here, guys. All right, so for the person who's like fantasizing about Taurus, where is that situation going? I will say that doesn't seem to be your priority right now, mainly because for some of you, you don't even know that person's around you. They are going to communicate. Okay, love it. Eventually, this person is going to get their confidence, their esteem up, and they're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk to Taurus and see if there's anything there. In terms of Taurus and you wondering about this King of Wands connection, like the sexy one that you went out on a date with, what's the deal with that? Does this King of Wands want to revisit something with Taurus? Are they interested? The Lovers. So it's complicated. And I think there's multiple people involved. Again, it doesn't have to be cheating. It doesn't have to be third party. It's just, at minimum, it's not their priority. That's why his back is turned to all this other energy. I think you would be best kind of matching that energy. If they're not looking for anything serious or a commitment, you may as well go off and try and connect with somebody else, because I think there'd be a lot more. This seems far more committed if only this person could get like their confidence up to ask you out. I think you would be excited by this offer, but because it's not in your life yet, you don't know it exists. So you're very quick to be like, oh, did I miss out with my King of Wands and this and that? I don't know. There could be a Gemini involved here. There could be a Virgo involved here. Their energy is like in and out. And again, I think they may have wandering eyes too. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the healthiest dynamic. For you, there may even be a little bit of an obsession, like, oh, I can't get my mind off them. Like, when are they going to call me? And that's not a super healthy energy to be in. It may involve a Capricorn as well. All right, I can't wait to see what comes out for the love oracles, because you're going to get completely contradictory messages. I can tell already, because there's so many storylines trying to come through here, but we'll try. We'll see what comes up. What would be the most helpful advice, guidance, or reminder to my Tauruses watching this right now, please? I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. Okay, cool. Love it. I'm just going to tuck that by this Knight of Cups here, because I think that's where it belongs. But, you do you. This is your reading, Taurus. So what else? Anything else that wants to come through? Anything else that wants to come through? Let's see. Date. Meet someone new. Dating. Getting back out there. Plans and set a date. Okay. Yes, yes. This feels like a new date. The chaser, chasing codependent relationships, fear of abandonment issues. Honestly, I think this energy is both. I think there's a little bit of I just get the sense, and again, it won't be for all of you, but I have to say, you definitely are having some type of feelings about someone who isn't necessarily accessible to you right now. And I think there's a fear of like, do I text them? Do I reach out? I don't want to be desperate. Like, I don't want them to get away, but also they're not really, they didn't seem interested, but I really like them, but maybe they are. And they like, there's a lot of like, we're tricking ourselves, and like our mind is kind of running amok and like telling us things that aren't necessarily true. I also do think there's a fear of abandonment maybe here too. Like if this person professes their love for you and you're just like, nah, I'm good. Like that would crush them. That would crush them. I don't think Taurus would do that. I mean, I think Taurus can tell it. I think Taurus can be very blunt and honest. But again, it's a Venus-ruled sign, so they're not saying it to be, an a-hole. Like, when you guys... I almost feel like I'm reading for a cross-watcher. That's very interesting. I feel like, if someone were to express an emotional truth, you would at least hold space for that, even if you weren't interested. I think you would proceed gingerly. You wouldn't be out to make this person feel bad or hurt their feelings. One more. Anything else? I saw date. Okay, that came out. I was going to say, I saw something else then. What was it? It was like a heart card. Photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. All right. Sunglasses. Watching, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Interesting. I think that has a lot to do with the zoom out, maybe not seeing the forest from the trees, because you are very in a situation here with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is like saying or doing things in an awkward way where they don't really land with another person. Like it's Venus in Aquarius, so it's a challenging energy in love relationships. And many people have Venus in Aquarius. I'm not knocking that placement, but it's like you're putting Venus in a Saturn-ruled sign, and Saturn doesn't always want to do like the romance lovey-dovey stuff, so it's more controlled. It's like, I think that's what this is too. This person isn't one who showers you with love and affection and attention. It's a little bit more, but I think you like their confidence. There's something about that you really respect and admire. And so I'm not even going to go there, but this feels very different. So I'm not sure if you're into it or not, but it might be worth considering. This person's more sensitive. They're artistic. They're intuitive. It's got water sign energy all over it. All right. Any clues about or confirmations who this person could be? This is our long video, Taurus. This wasn't supposed to be this long. Yours got complicated. All right. Tell me. Let's see. Careerist, dreamer of grand schemes, vision, cunning. I don't even know what that word is. And aspirations. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not connected with that, but okay, we'll take it. Something about two-faced. And then creator, weaver of imagination, creativity, innovation, invention, and realization. All right. Those are not speaking to me at all, so I'm going to move on. All right. Let's talk about your money really quick. That flew out. Stand alone. There's an opportunity to do things on your own. You have done projects that have led you to become independent. Financial freedom is yours. All right. So maybe somebody needed to hear that. We'll shuffle the deck, though. I'm also seeing assistance. Maybe asking for help, asking for assistance, asking for a friend, phone a friend. All right, let's transition. I don't do really a lot of career readings. It's just not my style as a reader yet, but we'll see. I'm testing out this new deck. So money messages, career messages for Taurus. Is there something they need to hear about their career? Careful. I almost feel like that's why this card came out. This might not have anything to do with your dating life. There could be someone who's a little bit conniving or cheeky, or that's not the right word, sneaky. Someone being sneaky at work, maybe trying to take credit or ask you to help pull some favors for them, but it's not because their kid is sick and they need to go home and take their temperature. It's like they're going off to like a ball game with buddies or so. It's not like someone's trying to F you over. It's that someone's asking you to pick up their slack because they weren't willing to do the work. I would just be careful about doing extra favors and chores for people. Your energy does tend to be very generous and, I got you, how do I support you best? But careful who you offer that to, because there's like a snake in the grass. I don't know. And sorry, I don't do fear-based messages, and I get it. That's a little bit fear-based, but that's not my credo is to make you nervous. It's just, you need to be alert. You need to be aware. Do a little research. And then healing. Your finances are healing quickly. Continue to do what's best, and you will soon see great results. You have gained the energy that you need. Especially those who work as healers, particularly nurses or working with children. I love that. One more card. Advice or guidance. Taurus's money. Assets. Your investments are growing fast. If you haven't tried investing yet, this is the right time. Your future promises long-term stability. Love it. Love it. I don't know why I got this. These are very much money messages, yeah. Something about, am I even allowed to say that? There's assets has something to do with something this King of Wands said to you. It's like, you got nice assets, wink, wink. You get what I mean? That's laced with like sexual energy. Nice assets. Okay. All right, sign of the times oracle, something that would be helpful for Taurus to hear. Let's see. The sunflower, action, and then the heart, love. All right, let's do it. Let's do it up. 34, 7, the chariot. That makes me think of Cancerian energy, and 8, Leo energy. You definitely have water and fire coming through. 34, 34, 34. Just as a sunflower shifts its position to face the sun's rays, this card is a sign to head to the direction which energizes you. Soak in the nourishment of your passions and the feeling of being alive. Now is not the time to be timid or shy. Accept invitations for adventure and act on your ambitions. Any uncertainty on whether the time is right to proceed should be put aside. It's time for you to take action and make moves. Hello, cross-watcher, like that message is for you. Find your inner magician. Speak up and talk to your Taurus. That's what's going on there. Any uncertainty on whether the time is right to proceed should be put aside. It's time for you to take action and make the move. There's also an energy of constant movement in this card, which can cause you to change directions frequently, leading to inconsistency and lack of progress. Stay focused as you take the next steps with intention. Additional meanings. Green light, waiting period is over. Take the lead, get physically active, and go for it. And then card 8. Love. So cute. Something about a balloon is symbolic, or a hot air balloon, or seeing a balloon on a mailbox, or a, I don't know, or one of those, what do you call those guys where they blow the air through them at like car washes or car dealerships, and they're like those giant men that like move and wiggle, and they, you know what I mean? They blow air on them. I have no idea what those are called, but there's something significant or funny about that it's a sign for you. I don't know. Okay. Hearts are universal symbols of love, and the heart balloon is representing this high vibrational energy floating up, up, up. This is that feeling of being so filled with love that you float away into your own little world. This card can signify that love is entering your life, or that you are in a current state of bliss. You are floating on cloud 9, and it's a beautiful thing. The reds and pinks are also introduce elements of romance, passion, and flirtation. Although it often represents romantic love, a heart can symbolize platonic and familial relationships becoming too strong. I'm sorry, familiar relationships becoming stronger too. And don't forget about the self-love. It can also be highlighted at this time. The beautiful thing about this card is this free feeling that comes with being open to love and allowing it to guide you upward. Love. And last but not least, final oracle, Marcella Kroll. I love this deck and I never use it. I don't know why, so use it in Aquarius season. It just seems appropriate. All right, Sacred Symbol Oracle. 1 for Taurus. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Here we go. Fire, 27, although I'm wanting to peek at this too. Fire and air, that's funny. Fire and air go well. I think this is saying compatibility, right? Air stokes the fire. You know, the fire needs to rise. It needs oxygen. There's something important there. Yeah, so it's like, go with what lifts you. I don't even need to read the book. I can tell you already. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be those signs, but it's like we're leaning into the intellectual and the passionate. There's a blending of the two. And maybe that's sort of symbolic of what you guys are. Maybe you're cuspy with Gemini. Maybe you're cuspy with Aries. Whatever it is, there's something about leaning into the fire and the air of this. The passion of what is mentally stimulating too, being able to talk things through and not be offended, but talking things through in order to build and feel inspired and motivated and grow. Anyway, that's what I'm getting from that. All right, Taurus, thanks for joining me today. Show me some love and hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it if you could leave a comment or an emoji. This helps the reading find greater audience on YouTube, and it helps my channel grow. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you get alerted when I post tarot readings. And if you want more content, I am on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to leave a tip or a donation, you can hit the heart symbol with the $ through it. That would be appreciated as well. I'm the Intuitive Teacup, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.